Hey, good morning everybody. We are back here in my kitchen and it is breakfast time and we are going to make some crepes today. One of the things to know about crepes though is that they don't have to necessarily be for breakfast, although that's traditionally when we eat them. But you can make them either sweet or savory. I got some frozen berries that we're going to make a filling with ours. And so we're going to make our batter. We're going to let that rest for a minute while we make our filling, and then we'll make our crepes while our filling is cooling, and we'll put these all together. So, what I got here is, I have 2 eggs, and we're just going to get those cracked in the bowl. We have a cup and a half of milk, and this is just 2% milk, so we got the milk going in. And then I need to grab a whisk real quick here. So we're just going to mix this all together, and then I have half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix it so you don't get on the counter, okay? Maybe the next one you can mix. Okay, and then we have a tablespoon of sugar, so we'll get that in the mix as well. And then flour, 1 cup of flour. So we'll get that in, and we're just bringing this all together, okay? And then I have 2 tablespoons of butter, and that's melted and on the side here. So get this all brought together. You really don't want to have any lumps in this, because when you make your crepes, you don't want those lumps to be little flour pockets in your crepes. So get this. I typically will stir this all together, whisk this all together, and then I will use, and then I'll add my butter. So the butter is hot and your eggs are, they'll cook at a low temp. So make sure that you add that in slowly. Pour it all in at once, it won't hurt either. That's what we got. All right, so get our batter. I'm gonna grab. Okay. Ew, nothing for you to mix right now, sis. Okay. Scar. Thank you. Okay. Man, I have nothing I need. So we are going to pour our batter. There's nothing for you to mix right now, sister. Just a minute, okay? And I'll let you mix. Okay. So I have this mesh strainer, and I'm just going to force my batter through it, and this will help remove any lumps of flour, clumps. What?
I'll build you some on the bowl.
Yep. If you do this, you can use, like on the recipe that I'm giving you guys, the recipe says to run it through a blender, and that will definitely cut up any chunks of flour so you won't have any sort of lumps. I'm not doing that in case someone that's watching doesn't have a blender. So. Yeah, just a second. Okay. Okay, so hold on to that. Don't touch it yet. And then here's a fork. Careful, don't spill it though, okay? Mix it gently. Okay, so Scarlett's gonna keep mixing that. That's our batter. We're gonna let that just sit for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. You can let it sit for an hour, just to let the flour relax. All right, moving over to our berries. So we're gonna make a little berry filling for ours today. So I have got, this is just the frozen mixed berries. We got to make a filling, okay? So you need to mix that or you need to like not do anything, okay? So we're going to get this hot. Did you sneeze right in our crepe batter? Okay. Okay, so we got our pan hot. We got our berries. This is just the frozen mixed berries. So we're going to get those in the bowl here. And then I am going to add... Okay. We're going to stop here. What are you doing? I have about 2 cups of berries, and I just hit that with about a 1/3 cup of sugar. We'll just sweeten these up. And what I want to do is just get these juicy and cook these down. Our berries cooking down. We're going to add in our cornstarch just to thicken this up. And it typically doesn't take long for that cornstarch to start working for us. Can we just sneeze right into our thing? Okay. All right. So we've got our berries. Cooked down. So it's basically like a jam. And I've seen people, you can load these with banana, strawberry, Nutella. All right, my friends, we are back. I have got my kitchen cleaned up. I got our jam that we just made over here on standby cooling off. Got my pan hot. I'm using a 1/3 measuring cup, and I'm going to go slightly under a 1/3 cup. Add that batter right to your hot crepe pan and then give that a swirl. You don't want to have a big puddle of batter in here because you don't really want these too thick. So you're going to have to kind of figure out how much batter depending on the size of pan you're using. So you may have a larger pan like this that might require a little bit more batter, or a smaller pan obviously that will require a smaller amount of batter. So figure it out. Determine what is going to work best for you. Again, you just don't want a ton of batter. So mine is already set in here. When I put my batter in, monitor your heat. What I'm looking for on mine is for little bubbles to start to pop up. And I don't know if you can see this here. I'll try to zoom in on it when we get this going. And then I have this offset spatula that we're going to use to kind of get in here, and we can flip this. Okay. Crepe should be cooked all the way through already. This flip is just to add a little bit of color to the other side. So we'll get our crepe here in our pan, and then we're just going to work through this process, making these crepes until we're out of batter. We should be able to make a dozen or so off this recipe. Still can't believe she sneezed right into the batter.
He was over it, but I'm just
Oh my god.
and it's like, and I saw it was too late. Like I saw like the face, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, ah.
Yeah. Huh? All right. Watch out. Give me this. All right, I need a couple of plates, actually. Oh, all we have are these ones.
No.
Hmm? We're gonna get her in there. All right, you ready? You ready for this, sis?
Yes. I want me.
You're gonna get the green one.
And Bobby get the yellow one.
So we're gonna put some of that in. I'm just gonna roll this up. Roll that up. Where'd my towel go? On the floor? Of course it did. Alright, don't touch my towel. Alright, you want cream?
Yes.
Okay. Put some cream on it. Okay. And here's for you. Okay. I want you to take this and go that way. Here, get off the stool. Can you carry this out to the table where Mommy's at and go eat? Okay. Fork down. Okay, so a couple options you guys have here. We're gonna do, so that was the roll. You can also put a little bit of filling like that. And then you can fold these little triangles out of them. Okay, so I'm just using a little bit of this filling here. And then fold these. We'll do 3 of them here on this plate. So you can do 3 like this. Then I have some little raspberries that we're gonna throw on here. And some blueberries. In just a minute, I'll give you some, okay? Back up. And then cream on it. In case people like a little bit of whipped cream for it, we can do that. That's good, actually. And that is a wrap on crepes. I hope you guys get creative. Feel free to follow the recipe that I shared with you guys in Google Classroom, or do your own thing. You can make these, as I mentioned, savory, sweet. You can stack them up and make a cake out of them. I want to see your best creations. Make sure you take a picture of those and upload them to Google Classroom for the rest of us. Take care, stay well.